Seems like it's essential to address the guy in the gorilla suit. Maybe you could tell us a little bit about the guy in the gorilla suit.
That was in a chapter on the difficulty that they have enforcing the laws on manatee protection, and one of the guys, in that chapter, there has been one case in history, just one, where a guy actually went to jail for killing a manatee, and the investigator who worked that case had a previous brush with fame where he dressed up in a gorilla suit in order to serve as the bait, I guess you'd say, in an undercover operation to catch a guy who was trying to buy a gorilla on the black market for a zoo in Mexico. And the bust went through, and then the guy said, "Okay, I can step out of the cage now." And when he stepped out of the cage, still in costume, the Mexican zoo official freaked out and tried to jump out of the airplane.
Well, it shows you what a convincing portrayal it really was. Yeah, that guy should get kudos for his gorilla work, I'd say. Yeah. So again, this is Talking Animals. We're speaking with Craig Pittman, whose latest book is Manatee Insanity. If you'd like to ask Craig a question, offer a comment, please call 813-239-9663. Something I was just getting at before when we tried to take that call. I mean, there is something kind of enchanting, irresistible, maybe mystical about manatees.
They have that effect on people.
Yeah, yeah. So, I mean, what is that? I mean, as just a guy or a longtime Floridian, or as a guy who wrote this book, or if you want to answer both ways, if there's slightly different answers. I mean, what is that?
Well, I think it's because they have such an unusual appearance, and because they're non-threatening, and they're also the endangered species that's in our backyard. I mean, you don't see an endangered species that often. You don't see Florida panthers and so forth, but manatees, they're right there. You can go see them during cold weather like this. You can go over to the Tico plant, the Apollo Beach, and go stand on the dock there and see 70 to 100 of them gathered up in the warm water outfall. It's just an amazing sight to see. I took my kids over there one winter day, and they said, "Dad, this is cooler than video games." So
that is a rave review. Yeah, boy, that and before you started the book, did they have that kind of impact on you? I mean, whether or not that was cooler than the video game part, but I mean, just that sort of mystical kind of impact.
Well, I'm more, as I mentioned in the book, I'm fascinated by the people who are fascinated by manatees.
Right.
I just think the effect that they have on people is interesting to watch. For instance, I tell the story in the book that not once but twice at Homosassa Springs State Park they've had incidents where elderly visitors were so entranced by seeing manatees that they leaned over and went, "Aw," and their dentures fell in the water.
Yeah, that's sort of giving over yourself all the way to a manatee.
That sort of tooth-dropping awe is something that I just find fascinating.
For sure. All right, well, this may be the original caller. Hi, you're on Talking Animals with Craig Pittman.